Welcome back. So today's makeup tutorial is going to be on this look that I'm wearing right now. Super dramatic cut crease, and let me tell you something. I had an idea in mind for a few days now, and I had, like, you know, ordered new Makeup Geek shadows. Like, they were green, they were colorful, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna film. I have this like great idea, and it literally took me 3 tries to get to this. Not even kidding. So if you're getting frustrated because you want to do a cut crease, you want to recreate this, you want to do something similar, do not get mad, because I'm telling you, I sat down here, had my table set up at like 12 o'clock, and I didn't start filming until legit 2, because I was just, you know, getting so mad at, you know, the way that my eye was folding and then the color, and I was just getting so mad. But I took it off, let my eyes breathe for a minute, and then I put more makeup back on. But I'm just letting you guys know, do not get frustrated. This is a more dramatic, it's a super cut crease, but I'm digging it so much. I never liked the way cut creases look, but now I do, and it's a really fun way to incorporate color. It's fall. I figure, you know, stop doing some warm looks, even though I got some more coming for you. So I figured I would do some more color, so green. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. If you guys want to see how to get this look, then let's go ahead and get started. And then I'm going to go ahead and pick up my Sigma E40. It's a really long-haired blending brush. I've been like loving this lately. I never used to reach for it, but now I've been reaching for it for a while now. And I'm going to go ahead and pick up the shade Dragonfly. This is a Makeup Geek single eyeshadow. It's a matte shade, and I'm just picking up the slightest amount. I added that yellow, so this could look a little bit more green on the lid. And I'm just pretty much putting this right over top of that yellow, and it's just gonna look a little bit more green. I ripped a lash out of my eye, so now my lid is all red. If you guys can see that, I don't think you can. Creme Brulee from Makeup Geek, and we're just gonna put this right in this crease area. I always make sure that I'm going in with a warm shade, especially when I'm working with like color, because I don't want my lid and my eye to be consumed by that color. I want it to have a little bit of dimension, so that's why I'm adding Creme Brulee in there. And you can flick out the shadow too if you like, but we're going to go in and clean it up anyway. So then I'm just going to pick up Dragonfly one more time on that same brush. I'm literally not even putting my brush in it because it's so pigmented, and we're just going to blend it all out. And then you can grab like a bone colored shadow or anything like that and just blend out like this upper crease area so we don't have any harsh lines. We're going to pick up another Makeup Geek shadow. This is Enchanted Forest. It's a beautiful forest green, matches my shirt. It's a beautiful forest olive green, and we're going to pick this up on the same Sigma E40, just a little bit of it, because then we're going to go in hand with it in a little bit. But I want to get that, like, you know, initial wash of color down first. And we're going to stick this mostly in that outer corner area. And then as we get less and less product on the brush, we're going to move it in towards the inner part of the eye. I think cut creases are such a fun way to add color to like your makeup life. Like, I'm not a color person, but now that it's fall, I'm like wanting to experiment with more color, and it's making me step out of my comfort zone, and I'm so excited. I'm going back in with that Creme Brulee shade. Now I'm going to grab my favorite crown brush. This is my Crown C433. And I'm going to pick up Enchanted Forest on like one side of it. And what I'm pretty much just going to do is pretend that I'm doing a wing. And just like elongate, kind of make like a cat eye outer V shape. Don't worry if it's messy. We're going to go in with concealer. We're going to clean up that line anyway. And then I'm going to pick up a little bit of Fresh, that yellow shade from the Anastasia palette, and just blend out underneath it and over top. I'm also going to pick up a little bit of Dragonfly so we have more dimension in that outer corner area. And if you feel like it's gotten lighter because you are putting lighter shades on top, don't worry, we can go back in with Enchanted Forest. So now I'm going to pick up a black shade. I just have a few palettes here, so I'm just picking up a black from that palette. And I'm going to mix it in with Enchanted Forest so it could be a little bit deeper. And then you can go back in with the brush that you picked up Enchanted Forest with and blend it out. I'm going to go ahead and grab my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. This is in the shade NC25. And I'm going to put some on the back of my hands. I'm going to go ahead and pick up my Anastasia concealer brush. This is the number 18 brush, regular concealer brush. And I'm going to pick up that MAC Pro Longwear, and we're going to take our time with this. Here's a little trick if you have any folds in your eye like I do. Like I have some folds, like when I'm looking straight, my crease kind of folds onto my lid. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your concealer and you're just going to put it on your lid like that, and then kind of like look up, and then wherever that concealer is where you're gonna cut it. So I put it on my lid and then I looked up and I got it in my crease. That's where you want to cut the crease. Take your time with this too, okay? Don't rush. Make sure you're still looking like straight ahead so you know where you need more concealer. Need more concealer in this area. I just like going in with my finger to blend out the concealer just a little bit more so it's not so thick on the lid. And then we're just going to go in and set it. I'm using just a translucent powder. You can go in with whatever powder you want. Alright, so I'm going to go in with my gel liner. I'm going to use my Maybelline Eye Studio, and this is in the shade Brown. And I'm going to make a wing with my Smith 202 brush. This was a little dry, so I put a little bit of Inglot Durline in it. Before I go in with my wing, I'm going to take a Q-tip. I'm going to take a pointy Q-tip and just a little bit of makeup remover. Just a little bit of makeup remover. This is from Sephora. And because it's pointy, we're going to clean up this edge. Give us a nice guideline for us to... I'm going to go ahead and do my liner now. You can make the wing as thick or as thin as you want. I'm going to go in pretty thin right now. Do the exact same thing with the pointy Q-tip and the makeup remover so you can clean up that wing. I don't know if you guys can tell, but we missed a little bit. I missed a little bit of the concealer, so I'm going to pick up the same concealer on the back of my hand. It's getting a little dry, which in my opinion is better for me to work with. And I'm just going to pick it up on my Morphe M508 brush. It's a little bit smaller just because we need to get in that small space. Cut it like from the wing. It's okay if you get it on the wing, we can always go over it. Translucent powder. We added more concealer in that outer part just because I felt like I missed it and I wanted to make sure I was super cut. I'm going to go back in with a little bit more concealer because the shape of my eye, I want it to be a little bit rounder in that area, and then I also am going to go back in and fix this eye and make it rounder in that area. Before you set it, just keep on looking straight ahead and make sure you like it. See, that's the kind of shape that I like because when I look up, the folded part kind of curves with my lid. So I just brought my fake cut crease. I brought my fake crease up a little more because I felt like it was too low and it was giving my eye shape a weirdness. We're going to go in with like one of the greatest brushes I think I've ever bought in my life. This is a Morphe E37, but this is amazing, especially for cut creases. Like, it looks like the Smith 202, but it's just a little bit thicker. I'm going to go in with that Enchanted Forest shade, and this is really going to help us cut that crease even more and define it. So I'm just going to go right over the edges, and this is what makes this so easy to do because of the color, the shape. Because of the shape of this brush, it makes it just so much easier to darken up that crease. This brush is seriously so easy to work with. You can even go in with that Smith brush if you have it too. It's smaller and you'll get even more precision with that. I'm going to go ahead and use my Tarteist mascara, and I'm going to go in with a pair of Ariel Demi Wispy lashes that I did customize. I just added a little bit more individual lashes on the outer corner to make it a little bit fuller, and then we're going to go on to the rest of the base. Okay, so I went ahead and I put my base on. I have my Maybelline Matte Poreless foundation on, and this is in the shade 125. It's a little dark on me, so I mixed it in with my L'Oreal Pro Glow 202, and then I used my TooFaced Born This Way concealer, and for bronzer I used my TooFaced Chocolate Soleil. For blush, I'm going to go in with this Wet n Wild blush. This is in the shade Rosé Champagne. It's got a little bit of glitter in it, but that's fine with me. I'm going to take it on a Luxie 640 brush, and I like this brush because it's very subtle. Just want a little bit of color on my cheeks, but not so much color. For highlight, I'm really indecisive right now because I have this OFRA highlighter in front of me, but I also kind of want to use a little bit of Lucky Clover because I know like we're all green here. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this OFRA highlighter. This is the You Do You Dupe That highlighter. I'm just going to take a little bit of that and just lightly dust that on my cheeks right over top of that blush, just so we have a little bit of a nice highlight, but not too intense. But I am going to go in with the Moonchild Glow Kit, and I'm going to grab Lucky Clover. It's this shade right here. Damp Beauty Blender, I like doing that to get rid of the powderiness. And then we're going to go on to the rest of the eyes. I'm going to grab Enchanted Forest on a 221 brush. And we're going to push this into the lower lash line. I'm going to go in with Dragonfly now and just blend out that green. And then we're going to further blend out. I'm going to pick up a Luxie 231 small tapered blending brush and Creme Brulee. And then I'm going to go ahead and grab this NYX liquid liner. This is Gold Crystal Silk. But I'm going to go ahead and put this on my inner corner on the lower lash line. Okay, so we are done with the eyes, and we're going to go ahead and move on to the lips. I want something really nude, so I might use a lipstick. So I'm going to go ahead and grab two lipsticks. These are both by MAC. I'm going to grab Velvet Teddy first. This is a matte shade. It's super dark, but don't worry, Myth is so much lighter. So we're going to go ahead. If you like this color, go ahead and leave it, but I'm going to make it a little bit lighter, so I'm going to go ahead and grab Myth from MAC. You can even go with this by itself. That's it. Okay guys, so this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye. Hey guys, welcome back. So today's video we're going to be doing my September favorites.